Hi guys, it's Sebastian Bates here, the founder of the Warrior Academy and the host of the Warrior Academy podcast. Today I wanted to share with you a short chapter from the book Not a Victim. Not a Victim is a book I wrote in 2021 with the sole aim of helping parents mentor their children through the very, very difficult transition of bullying. I also recorded it as an audiobook, so if you'd like to have that book, then listen to this chapter, get a feel for what it's all about, and then have a look on Spotify or Audible for the audiobook, or even on Amazon for the physical book if you like a paper-based book. I really hope that it helps you prepare your child for the eventuality of going through bullying. Bullying is an inevitable but difficult transition that most of us go through in our lives. And as parents, I think it's really important we act proactively to prepare our children for the eventuality of having to go through it themselves. We can't always be there for our children, but we can give them the tools. We can empower them to face life's obstacles on their own. I hope you enjoy this chapter. You should explain to your child that bullying happens for a multitude of reasons. Break down bullying for them, as we did in Chapter 3. In the process, you'll teach your child valuable life lessons and develop their emotional intelligence. It's a difficult process for both parent and child, but a rewarding journey to go on together. Here is an exercise you can do with your child. Story exercise. We find the best way to pass knowledge onto a child is to tell a story, followed by a series of questions to highlight the main points. You can tailor the story to the age or maturity of your child. Introduce the main character as a kind, fun friend. Then talk in detail about a difficult time this character is going through, including age-specific challenges or incidences that your child will relate to. These can include being bullied at school, not doing well in class or at their sports club, losing a relative or grandparent, going through parental separation. Explain how, through these events, your character felt incredibly upset and had nowhere to turn. They began to react to people around them in a negative way, to bully others. The context here is that the character is not bad. The flow of negative energy is what has caused them to pick on other people and become a bully. Your questions should lead your child to an understanding of why the bullying occurred and ultimately to reframing of their opinion of the bully. Your questions can follow this format. Do you remember the start of our story? Do you think the character was a nice person? Do you think what happened to them was sad? How would you feel if that happened to you? How do you think the character felt when those bad things happened to them? Do you think they were angry, sad, frustrated, or scared? Do you think that if the character hadn't had those horrible things happen to them, they wouldn't be bullying other people? Do you think that people who bully do it because they're sad, scared, or angry about something bad that has happened to them? Can you see that the character is not a bad person, but has just had bad things happen to them? Should we be scared of the character, or should we feel sorry for them? Imagine that your friend is going through what the character is going through. How do you think you could help them? If you experience this yourself, how would you like to be supported to overcome it? When you've gone through this process, ask your child some of the more general questions, such as, what traits do you think the bully has that are good? What traits does the bully have that you admire? Do you have those traits too? Would you like to have those traits? The answers to these questions may surprise you both. One final point on perception is that it's not just your child's perception of the bully that is important, but also the perception they have of themselves. The more your child likes themselves and trusts in their own abilities, the less chance they have of becoming a victim. We often think we like ourselves more than other people, and yet we care more about their opinion than our own. But these opinions constantly change with the passing trends. So when your child accepts an outsider's opinion over their own, they too must constantly change, which is hard to keep up with. I really hope you enjoyed today's Warrior Academy podcast episode. We're going to keep creating these episodes because I know that so many parents find them useful or get insights or get ideas about how to develop their child's character. But it all comes down to the 3 C's: confidence, conduct, and concentration. So if you want to get a deep insight into the levels of confidence your child has, the level of concentration they have, or the level of conduct they have, so that you can actually put a score next to it and then work towards increasing those scores like we do in the Warrior Academy, then I'd love to invite you to fill in the breakthrough area assessment. It takes about 5 minutes of your time, and you will get a personalized PDF report on your child's 3 C's. To access the breakthrough area assessment and find out your child's 3 C's score, all you need to do is go to www.breakthrougharea.com.